Welcome to the channel, CREATELARPSFORALL LLC. The name of the game we're currently working on is Community of Legends. I don't know where to go with these main long video things, because compared to the shorts, they just don't get views. And I think it's because scripting and editing is not something I have a history in or a skill set in, but I know how YouTube works according to some friends I have that do YouTube, and I know how content creation somewhat works from videos. I've figured out DaVinci Resolve a little bit of audio balancing. I figured out how to add music to the videos, but I really need maybe someone to help more with the editing. I've gotten okay with the audio balancing. What I've really done is I've just found a mic that catches the audio lower than I want it to, and then increased it in DaVinci Resolve. I know that there's gotta be a way to make content that will break outside of what the shorts can do. But the main videos, the long videos, they're going to be changing, evolving, trying to figure out what their place is a little bit. Again, in the shorts, I'm going over like my personal history, some of the rules of the game, although I've put some of those in the longer form videos too. And on Facebook, we're going to be doing reels just to reach out to people with. I'm also still working on the lighting. Every now and then I shifted around, moved around, see what will help. Now for the game itself, the goal is for it to be something easy to run with a small group, but scalable to large groups. Again, this video is going to be all over the place. I have a lot of these to film, and I said I was going to do them all original. And so some of it may reiterate things that have already been said. We eventually want to get an app. Development for that is going to take a long time. There are people on the team that have their own internal AIs, like they built server racks and they can do AI without using it from the big companies. I myself, other than using the servers that some of my friends have built, don't mess with the big AIs. I know this is a weird thing to throw into here, but since this is going to be more the business wizard side of the videos, I just want you to know that even though I'm not everyone in the business, I'm not a fan of, they told me not to get political in these videos. My personal opinion, which has nothing to do with the business itself, is that AI is fancy autocomplete and has no place in storytelling. Some people may disagree with that. Some people may agree with that. For your stories, for your home games, I'm not your boss. I'm not going to police you. If you want to use AI for your home stuff, it's like if you want to rip from big properties for your home stuff, there's nothing stopping you. If you want to use it to get ideas to run for your players, I don't see why you should have to, but I also understand that getting started with anything new is difficult. It just is. So, while I personally am not a big fan of it, it's here. It's like any technology, it exists. And I should probably step away from this topic and go into more business-related things. So, when it comes to the mechanics of the game for storytelling, I've gone over that a couple of times. But when it comes to being a storyteller, you need to be willing to let your players change things. And for some folks that have good improvisational skills or have worked on a little bit of improv, that will be easy. For some folks, that is incredibly difficult. That's asking a lot. So I would say if you're not sure how to let your players affect your world, that may take some practice. And since this game is all about teaching and learning, not about optimizing, number crunching, there's a little bit more freedom to get things wrong here. There was a word I looked up, illusory, and now I'm not going to be able to spell it off the top of my head, but it's a word that doesn't get used very often, and I'd like to bring it out into the public lexicon a little bit. And it means approaching with a sense of playfulness and fun. And this game doesn't require it, but it's helpful. And honestly, for most TTRPGs and most games you will play with your friends or with strangers, if you're approaching the game in a mood to have fun, you probably will. Now, things can still happen. Things can still be stepped on. Topics can still come up that take you out of the game. Those are things that can be discussed, or you can step back and discuss it when you're better able to articulate what has occurred. But approaching it from a standpoint of, I'm here to have fun, no matter the game system, is the correct approach. I'm not editing it, keeping it in. I'll probably reiterate this a lot of times, and that's okay, because good lessons are worth repeating. But you get to choose what's fun. Now, somewhat. Our memory is very mutable. I have been, in addition to my accounting, diving into psychology to try and make how I talk to people better. But you sort of get to pick if you're going to enjoy your life or not. And this game is really fun. I've had a lot of fun running it. I've had a lot of fun playing it. We're going to be doing a lot more demos of the game, just internally, which we've already been doing quite a few, but going to do even more demos internally and with friends and with family and with people that want to play it. And some of them will be approaching the game in the correct way, and some of them won't be. And that's okay. That's all part of the learning process. And you'll get cool stories out of it. In the shorts for a little while, I'm going over a homebrew game I got to be a player in. And it is one of the stories that I will tell to people that are interested in the hobby, because it's what took me from, this is kind of fun, I'll do it every now and then, I'll hang out with friends, I'll run some simple games that are, versus some orcs. But it's one of the ones where I really, for the first time, got to be super cool. And the GM made it awesome. Not going to go over it here, no spoilers here. We'll eventually be all together in the shorts, and if you want it together in a video, someone will have to request it. And then I will take the time to put it together. Matter of fact, if you get in the comments and request what you'd like to know about TTRPGs or D&D or this game for Create LARP's Community of Legends, I'll make a whole video just to talk to you, because the channel's so small right now, I might as well. So put something there in the comments. Now, I film these very far in advance, so if you comment, might be a few weeks, might be a month, or if you comment and engage with the video, like it enough, I might upload outside of the schedule, which means you'll get bonus content for you. There's no Patreon, there's nothing like that, there's no market for it right now. And even if there was, it would go to the business and it would pay business members. It wouldn't just go to me and people who join the team. So keep being awesome.